All right, what is up, my dudes? I am back to play a little bit of Frostpunk with Frostpunk 2 coming out, and right now Steam has a sale on Frostpunk, this original Frostpunk, for less than $8, so you need to check it out. But I wanted to go ahead and start a new game, right? And the last game I did was Authority, right? That was the build path. This build path, I want to go ahead and go on the religious path. The religious path is pretty crazy. Like again, everything starts out benign, but then it gets really, really, really bad. So you guys already know the intro. Rulers of the old world stripped of pride and glory.
It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress.
I love how apocalyptic it is. It's just like the whole world goes cold.
Suddenly, without a warning.
I love the art style too. Very artsy.
When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity.
I love that, like London just covered underneath a pile of snow. Has a very environmentalist like context to it, this entire game, but also like a punk, Frostpunk, obviously.
And for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north.
Head north. That's interesting.
We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
I love the music. I love the dialogue. It's very much a rage against the dying of the light type feel. I love it. A new home. We fled from London across the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen, solid, and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. All right. So again, you're kind of like in this chasm here, maybe to protect against like a lot of the wind. You're just surrounded on all sides. You're starting off your settlement very, very, very much in the beginning. You're going to build the settlement all the way up to try to survive the cold. So fight the cold. We need to get generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. So what we want to do is we want to find some coal, right? And we want to max out how many people we have on this. Wood, we want to max out how many people we have on this. What we want to do as well is go ahead and start building our tents. The thing is, I like building the tents closest to the generator because you're going to have a lot less problems if you do that, as opposed to not doing it at all. Resources, we probably should. 5 steel. Okay, steel, did we max? Nope, we did not max out on steel. We still have 20 workers. Let's keep maxing out. Max out. Like, people need to go to work. 80 people have already started. As you can see, we have the generator in the middle. I want to start out our tents or living huts. We already get stockpiles, apparently, to start. But once you start putting people on, you get 1.6 per hour for these wood crates, 0.3 steel, 6 wood, let's see, 18, and I didn't have anybody else doing that. Wood, I am concerned about wood, but maybe I want to just do a gathering post here. I think a gathering post would be like the most beneficial. Oh yeah, I don't have any more wood. So I want to try to build a gathering post as soon as possible. I am not 100% sure if I should have that many people on wood, but, you know, we're just going to keep going that way. I want to connect this as soon as possible. What I'm trying to do here with this gathering post is once I put 10 people here, everything within this radius of the gathering post will be collected by this one, and it'll only take 10 workers, which means I can free up those workers to gather other supplies over here. There's some more coal over here. Okay, so word of advice, workers needed. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. So you open up what's called the Book of Laws. So right now we have emergency shift, child labor, right? There aren't enough hands to do all the work. We'll allow children to be appointed in safe workplaces like cookhouses and hothouses, but I don't even have that. I always like going this benevolent route. For some reason, child shelters has always done really well for me, but we do have to build a child shelter. Children will be safer if they stay in child shelters during the day, and they won't cause any mischief. I kind of like this one to be the first one, honestly, because we do need that boost of hope. As you can see down here, there are two kind of bars that you need to look at all times: discontent and hope. If discontent goes all the way through the roof and hope goes all the way down, you lose. So don't want that. Okay, tent. We have 80 people, and I'm pretty sure each one of these tents holds 10 people. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do have a lot of people on wood, but I need a lot of people on wood. Also, we're waiting for people for construction again. Everybody's kind of doing something already. So it's negative 20 degrees Celsius. And as you can see, it's kind of livable, these tents and stuff like that. But obviously, we're going to have day one. As the days goes on, you'll see that the temperature will drop 2 levels. I still have 50 homeless people, right? It's because it was only 1, 2, 3. So that's 10 each. So that's 30. So yeah, we have 50 homeless people. We need to get as much wood as we can. Start building more tents. 1, 2. How much is this child shelter? 20 wood, 5 steel. I have 22 steel at the moment. Right now, the time is 1500. That's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure all work ceases at about, I want to say 1700. So we only got a little bit more time. So 25. So right now we need to stockpile more. About 30 more, and then turn on the generator, and then build a child shelter. Once we do both of those things, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I need one more in a child shelter. So let's go ahead and do this, this, and this. I think that'll be great. We have 20 coal. Again, okay, so it's 1800. The work hours, I think, are like 0900 to 1800. Like, there are working hours, so there's times. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, cookhouse, 20 wood. Well, we do have 20 raw food. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if I'm going to... yeah, I think work stopped for the day. And I'm pretty sure I didn't have anything for a cookhouse. So that's a little concerning. That's a little bit my bad. So you want to build a cookhouse because you don't want to eat raw food. That'll create food rations. And then what you also want to build for food is hunters' huts right now. And hunters, they, at night only, they just send off and they get just kind of like your where it says something per hour, it'll say it gets this many raw food per hour per hut, and they bring in the raw food, and the cookhouses cook the food, and then you get food rations. So we kind of have our beginning base, but I kind of want to go over the resources again. So coal, obviously, we want to go ahead. Yep, children are cared for. Hope rises. We're going to go ahead and turn on the generator. Boom. Because we have a stockpile of over 200. Generator homes with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food. There'll be no city if we start to secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. So again, I kind of messed that up. We're going to have to go the night without eating too much, whatever scraps they have. What I'm going to do is... So remember I said that we have this hut here. I'm going to go ahead and place a maximum of 10 workers here. So what they're going to do is there's 137, right? 75, 62, and 31 steel. It's going to gather those resources. What I want to do is maximize that. So we're going to maximize how many people are gathering coal out here. We still have 25 workers, so we have another thing over here. What I'm going to do is I want to create another gathering post over here to collect these resources, which I'll then connect. Children will be in this workhouse. And at night, while they're not working and like gathering stuff like that, this is a good time for people to start building your buildings. And now I have no homeless. So right now, people are very content. I have very high hope. This is a very good start to the settlement. So here are the pause, normal speed, fast speed, and very fast. Let's go ahead and do very fast because we're just going through the night. Nothing much, illness and healthcare. So I got one sick person. That's unfortunate. 3 sick people. All right, so you're also going to get sick people. You unfortunately get sick people when they're not eating as well. So because I neglected, because I was very, very, very concerned about making sure they all had housing and a child care center, I neglected to make that food house. So let's go ahead and do a new a law, right? So we have this child shelters. What I want to do now is I actually still want to make sure that my kids are being educated, and the best way to do that is have engineer apprentices. Education is key to our future. Let's teach our children engineering so they can help with new designs. After introducing this law, another one can be passed in a day in 12 hours. Children from child shelters will help at workshops speeding up research. I really like this. So today's going to be pretty instrumental in what's going on. At the beginning of every day, they kind of give you some text. I look forward to the day. A wise decision. So people are happy with what I was implementing. So, okay, so the workday starts at 8 o'clock. It's gathering 2 steel an hour and 4.2 wood. So again, my biggest concern right now is probably going to be food. So I want to get more wood, right? And yeah, just let's max out wood. So there's 3 things I really want to make. Cookhouse, hunter's hut. And then I want to make a workshop. The workshop, like I said, that's where we're getting all of that engineering, and we're going to get a whole other tab about upgrades. Okay, so we have enough for cookhouse. Ooh, I don't like that. So what we're going to have to do is put it like this. All right. Didn't want to do it that way. That was not ideal, but it is what it is. See, I love this animation too. Like all of these people trudging through the snow to get to these resources over here. Again, what I want to do is resources gathering post. This. There you go. And then the rest, Okay. Gotta wait for a little bit more wood. Didn't get to finish. Where is people, health, resources, food, tech? Huh. Oh, there it is. Just like this random button here for a road. It always needs to have some sort of street built so that people can easily access. Even though you see these people trudging through the snow, it's not effective doing that way. So we're going to do that. Next thing that we're going to build is actually, I want to do a medical post. I need 25 for that. We're pretty close to that. I'm going to put it right next to the cookhouse as well. Or maybe right here, nestled right here. I think the cookhouse was just too big. I think I'm going to put my medical post right in between here, which we have enough now. And I was right. It was good enough to put right there. Awesome. Now the only thing we need now is a hunter's hut. The interesting thing about a hunter's hut is actually it can be kind of far out. So I'm going to actually put a couple hunter's huts along this road and then have those hunters collect. So it's already 1,400. We got a special assignment. Whenever you see this yellow thing, it's a special thing. A note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. Hope will rise. It was the right thing to do. And like I said, it rises slightly. It's not like a gigantic thing, but as you can see, discontent's pretty low. All right, we're doing well by our people. Dang it. All right, we still have a couple hours. I really, 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 really want to get our wood up more. I want at least 2 hunters' huts. It looks like we are going to get it because it's like 1,800. So we're going to get a couple hunters' huts. And then they're going to go out and gather resources, right? Raw food. Let's just do it on either side here. This is not ideal either. Alright. So right now, I don't need this anymore. Alright, I wanted to go ahead and just stop gathering all that right now. It's a lot of wood we're not gathering, but I need them to start building these. See, 10 out of 10 people are now going to build this. 4 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 6 out of 10. That's how many people have like diverted now to going to building. As you can see, they're swinging their hammers and stuff like that. I really love the animations here. We only have about 155, 287. So this does 2 things, right? It frees up a lot of workers to go do a lot of other things, but it also functions as kind of like this shelter, right? People are gathering resources and stuff like that and bringing it to this one place, and it's pretty efficient rather than sending them to each individual pile. But as you can see, there's only so many piles, which means that we're eventually going to have to get more creative with how we gather resources. And you're going to see later on how we end up doing that. All right, so it's 1,800. Look, 10 out of 10. Like, how many there? Well, hold on. None right now. Soup kitchen. Cool. Let's get that up and running. Medical post is up and running. Well, not yet. It's being built. Everything is being built right now. We're losing some time on these hunters' huts, but I want to just making sure there's no other ones. People from with basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue people we left behind. Build a beacon. Scout Frostland and save as many survivors for our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. So we didn't get a chance to do a workshop. Ooh, we can just make one. Yes. Let's do it right there. This is great. Okay, 15. Let's max it out. Whoa, what's going on? No employees available. Workers. Where are all of our people at? So this is a problem. We have too many people working coal right now. And actually, you know what? None. Because what we need to do is... Okay, so the thing about some of these things like the medical posts and the workshop is they can only be manned by engineers. That is it. Alright, so we have 3 sick. So build a workshop, build a beacon, rescue survivors from 0 to 20. Boom, there we go. So, exploration. First thing first, I want to build a beacon, but we need 10 wood. So, we're kind of like hurting on some resources right now, but we will get back to it. Man, how many? I'm supposed to have 50 workers. 15. There's 30, 40, 50. Yeah, that is all 50. So, as you can see, you can get stretched a little thin. This might have been a little bit too much. Again, we probably don't need this many. Oh, this is a very interesting animation. So you see these hunters at night, they go off into the great blue and they like go out hunting wild game or whatever. But it's really funny because you can see them at night with their lanterns, and I think they have guns on their backs. I think it's pretty interesting animation. Everything else, oh, these hunters are going this way. That's pretty funny. But now we have a workshop. Now we have a medical post. We have all of our buildings. As you can see, they're pretty well insulated. The heat is good, but everything is coming. Let's go ahead and fast forward one more time. So when you're not gathering coal and it's just on, it's going to drain that coal supply. It does stop at like about 5. If you have it on very fast, when it turns 5 a.m., it'll just go back to normal mode automatically. There's still plenty of work to do. That there is. All right. And 8. Boom. So now the cookhouse, right? Child shelter. Now the cookhouse is starting to cook 40 standard meal. We're going to change that as soon as possible. Once they come back here in a little bit, it's like 9 o'clock, I'm going to start putting people in here. I'm going to put another gathering post out here because we want to free up as much as our workers as we can. Boom. And, I hate this. Let me see if I can speed it up just a little. So, I need to put this out. I need to max out my workers here, right? So I have 10 workers left. Oh yeah, we're not researching anything. Dang. Let's see. There's really only 80 wood left here, so we're gonna have to get really. Oh, that's it. We can build the beacon, which is great. We're gonna have to start. Something of interest. People from our conference, family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure that they'll surveil that she wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. Okay, we'll do what we can. So, workshop, we're building the beacon, and we're gonna do rescue the survivors. Let's see. Book of Laws. The next thing that I want to do, there it is. Soup. Alright, so what this will do will stretch out our ration resources. Even though we have a food for about 2 days, it's still not. This is what I didn't want. Hold on. 10 resources. Still need 15 wood. So none. Yeah, you definitely cannot neglect. Oh, the steel wreckage was depleted up here, it says. So the steel wreckage is gone. We have 50 steel, which is great because it's like we don't need steel right now. Damn, we have rations for about 3 days. It's amazing. We're pretty much out of space for food rations. So it makes 40 standard, so 40 an hour. So the cookhouse will produce 4 food rations from 2 raw foods. We had 100. So 50. Jesus. Yeah, a little over 200. I'm not great at math, but I'm sure the math checks out. I'm sure it does. I'm sure this game wouldn't swindle me like that. So yeah, these guys are still gathering about 3 days worth of coal, 31 wood. We're getting close, so I want to go ahead and say none, max. Alright, because what we want to do... Alright, so there's all sorts of things. Heating, heaters, exploration, resources. I think this is the most... this is the most important tab right here for now. Faster gathering would be good, but we're kind of running out of resources. My biggest concern will be coal and wood. Sawmill, right? Turns frozen trees into usable material. Coal thumper by pumping pressurized water into the underground coal deposits. The coal thumper washes the precious resources to the surface, forming a pile up to 560 coal per standard day. So we've got coal deposits up here, and right here you see these white things. These are the frozen trees that it's talking about. So again, like I said, we're going to have to be very, very, very good with resource management. Come on. Oh, no way. I was just like a second too late. Okay, Book of Laws. So what I want to do is soup. The problem with soup is that hope falls slightly because you're not getting like a good hearty meal. Discontent rises slightly because people are like, oh my gosh, I'm just drinking this soup. Eating soup will cause discontent. But the thing about the soup is it stretches out the resource a little bit much. But we have, I don't know. I kind of want to do emergency shift, but that really does something to your discontent. Let's just do soup, like I said. Hope fell, discontent rose. Here we are, reduced to poverty. Such is the price of survival. Now we'll know how the poor ate in workhouses. I don't understand. People need to kind of open their eyes and look around. But people will bitch. With 3 days, so 5 people are pretty hungry. So we have 3 days of rationing. So at night, again, because people will come in during the day and they will start eating the food. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because nothing really is going on right now. But we are approaching the next day, right? And the next day is bringing something not cash money, right? So maybe the second thing that we need to research will probably be heaters. Ooh, there we go. Minus 40. Everything got chilly, which is bad because I don't have heaters. So we're gonna run into our first major problem. Okay, so that got up. So beacon is researched. Tech, beacon. What's going on? Oh, right there. Okay. Beacon is up. And I just want to make sure there's a road there as well. We still have enough rations for 2 days. We have that going on. We just did the Book of Laws. Oh, where is our soup kitchen? It's too cold. That's not good. We have 5 engineers not really doing anything. So let's go ahead and build another workshop, right? Build another workshop. By building more workshops, you increase or decrease the time it takes to research technologies. So you definitely do want more research. But I want this beacon up, right? Because I want to go see if I can find other survivors. This is very bad. It's very cold over here. We are probably going to get people who are going to get sick pretty soon. Coal pile depleted. Not great. Here we go. I'm just gonna... Wood was depleted again. So this wood pile was depleted. Ooh, Book of Laws. Let's go. We're going to have to do emergency shifts, I feel. Can be extended to 24 hours. Discontent rose again. So as you can see, there are consequences to my actions. Not everybody's like super on board. Now we have heaters. No, I did Steam Hub. I'm an idiot. Oh no, that was really bad. Okay, so no problem. Not like the end of the world. But I definitely messed that up. We don't want the steam yet. We definitely wanted... You know what? I could do overdrive to offset. And overdrive at least gets us to livable. Now the problem with overdrive, it starts this generator stress level. You do not want it to get to 100 because if it gets 100, the generator explodes and you lose. So don't do that. All right. Also, it takes a little bit more resources as well. Nice. So the beacon is built. Nice. So now we can use this beacon to send out people to kind of go find survivors and resources and stuff like that. And I think this is a great place to end the video. Again, we are going to be starting, once we get more into this game, we're going to be doing the religious build for this next playthrough. So please stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time.